Hey, what's up guys, OSJ here with another Order of Greatness video, and this one is on the Great Bitmap Brothers Amiga games. They didn't make many, only 10 in total, but they definitely knew how to make a great looking and sounding game. I say that because gameplay wise some of these games suffer badly, but when they got it right, it was perfection. So here it is, Amiga Bitmap Brothers games in order of greatness. In 10 we have Chaos Engine 2. The original game was great, but this new aspect with the split screen, where you are against each other rather than working in co-op mode, doesn't work for me. It's the last game that the Bitmap Brothers did on the Amiga, and to be honest, as a swan song, it's pretty poor. Not down to the graphics and sound though, cause they are fine, it's down to the gameplay for me, and on this one, they just got it all wrong. Ninth place goes to Xenon. As far as top down shooters go, it's not really that bad. It's certainly not the worst looking shooter, but again the gameplay is very clunky and slow. When you pitch it against the other top down shooters on the Amiga like Battle Squadron or my favourite shooter Banshee, it's not great. And one thing about this game that really wound me up was that when you finish level 5 you just restart the game all over again. I mean, what's the point in a game with no ending? In 8th place we have Magic Pockets. This game was brought into our homes on a kids TV show Motormouth, where callers would ring in and control a character by shouting orders through the phone. The game looked okay on TV, but that didn't translate once we played it in our own systems. The game is slow, the jumps sometimes feel impossible to make, and all in all it's a bit boring. One great thing it had though was the Betty Boo song in the intro. After that, it was all downhill. Xenon 2 takes 7th place, and this is how you get everything right apart from the gameplay. The music is one of the best on the Amiga, although it gets a bit repetitive after a while. The graphics are super smooth, but the gameplay is so boring for a shoot 'em up. Saying that, I do play this from time to time, but that's purely down to the nostalgia feel I get from the music. From here on in, the games are great, and in 6th place is Speedball. In this futuristic football game you can punch, barge, in fact anything goes, and you only have one goal, and that's to score as many goals as you can. When this came out it was a great 2-player game that me and my mates would play for hours, and the music is great. In 5th place is Gods, and this is truly an iconic Amiga game. No in-game music, but the sound effects are perfect and really add to the eerie atmosphere of the game. There's something about Bitmap Brother games that even if you didn't know it was them who made the game, you just knew from the graphics, and this one has maybe the best graphics on the list. Fourth place goes to Cadaver. This is a 3D isometric game, much in the style of Night Law. It's a brilliant game that was more than worth its money, as it's not a game you complete in a few hours. The graphics and gameplay is spot on, and if you like these kind of games, it's a real gem. And unlike some games, it gets a difficulty just right, as to challenge, but not sicken you off. Cadaver The Pay Off is in 3rd place, and this was more of an add-on to Cadaver, as you needed the original disc to play this. What you got was more great levels, and the difficulty is just as hard, but just as rewarding as the first game. Whilst not strictly a game itself, it still has to be placed, and I like the new levels more than the original, but only slightly. Maybe we should call these games a joint 3rd. Okay, so 2 games left, and I've certainly saved the best till last here. So here in 2nd place is the awesome game we all know as the Chaos Engine. This game oozes style, and the gameplay is nothing short of spectacular. It's a great game in 1-player mode, but for me, the 2-player co-op mode is where this game shone. So much fun to play, and I never get tired of playing this, even today. So that leaves only one more game, and that means that first is the mighty Speedball 2 Brutal Deluxe. The Bitmap Brothers took everything that was great about the original Speedball game and made it 10 times better for this sequel. Even by today's standards, this is still one of the most playable sports-based games ever, and I defy anyone to say that they don't enjoy playing this with their friends. Okay, that's it from me. Let me know what your favourite Bitmap Brother games are in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more great videos in the near future. Till next time, this is OSG signing out.